The Abbey Grange affair. What? Like affair, like a happening, or affair, like an affair? Because those are two very different things. You know what? I thought that I might have to use a walkthrough to finish that, but I managed to do it.
Into your clothes and come.
What? Don't tell him to do that. You can't demand that of him.
I'll wait for you in the sitting room. I've just received a note from Inspector Lestrade, a letter from the suburbs. He is in need of my presence. Whenever he has asked for my assistance, it has always turned out to be entirely justified. I fancy that every one of his cases has found its way into your collection.
Yes, they all seem worthy of...
However, I regret your fatal habit of looking at everything from the point of view of a story instead of a scientific exercise.
Oh.
Holmes, you...
What?
I beg your pardon, I digress.
Wow, rude.
It would be much better to examine this letter than to try to convince you.
Telescope, rainy day lady. Hey, lady. She's got to do something other than just like stand at her window 24/7.
Table, Holmes. You should take a look.
Letter on which table? This table? Oh, that, you mean the mantle?
This is where I keep my post.
Never mind. Yeah.
This is where I keep my
Letter on
post.
table. What are you talking about, Watson? Which table? There's a lot of surfaces, and they're all very messy.
The letter is on the table, Holmes. You should take a look.
This table? My desk? That's a desk. That's not a table. Letter.
A wax seal with the monogram E.B.
Ebenezer Booge?
I can tell from Lestrade's handwriting that he was in a hurry when he wrote this letter.
Oh. Lestrade. Okay. Let's open it up then. Oh, from Brackenstall.
The Brackenstall family coat of arms.
Somebody Brackenstall. Ernest Brackenstall. Abbey Grange, Marsham, Kent. My dear Holmes, I should be very glad of your immediate assistance in what promises to be a most remarkable case. It is something quite in your line. Except for releasing the lady, I will see that everything is kept exactly as I have found it, but I beg you not to lose an instant, for it is difficult to leave Sir Eustace there. Yours faithfully, Inspector Lestrade. Lose an instant? What does that mean? What are you talking about? Bruh?
So, what is it, Holmes?
Yeah, it's like this is
Promising,
confusing.
as always. It appears to be a case of murder.
Oh, cool.
So you believe that Sir Eustace is dead?
I should say so. Lestrade wouldn't have sent for me for less. His writing shows considerable agitation, and he is not an emotional man. These people belong to high society. The quality of the writing paper, the E.B. monogram, their coat of arms. The crime was committed before midnight.
Holmes, how can you possibly tell?
Well,
I just do.
It is all thanks to Lestrade. He wrote his letter at 3:30 in the morning. Imagine the chain of events before that. The local police had to be called in. Scotland Yard was
Nice
notified.
nap? Yes,
Lestrade
good nap.
himself had to make haste there, and finally composed
Although I
the
did
letter
wake
he
up,
sent
I've been
to me.
waking up more
All
with
of
like
that
kind of
makes for a
slight
fair
headaches. I
night's
don't know if
work.
it's just like the
It makes
changing
sense.
of the seasons
Lestrade
or
also
whatever.
speaks of
But
the woman he released.
That seems to indicate that she had been held somewhere during the crime. Much time has been wasted. Let us find a cab and go to Abbey Grange immediately. I live in hope of an interesting morning.
Oh, Abbey Grange. I figured out the bath. Well, I decided that the manager man was the murderer with the ice knife, and that he was doing it because the baths and everything were like on top of basically a treasure trove of archaeological value, and therefore, if the discovery was made public, then the baths would get turned into a historical site and not the baths anymore. So I was like, yeah, it was money. He wanted the money and the publicity of the bathhouse being a place where somebody got mysteriously murdered, which I guess if you're Roman and you get murdered, you become a lot more famous. But also much more dead.
Ah, Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson, here you are. I'm very glad that you have come, but perhaps I should not have troubled you after all.
What do you mean?
And why is
Why?
that?
What are you talking about?
Lady Brackenstall has come to her senses, and she has given so clear an account of the affair that there is not much left for us to do.
That sounds
You remember that
suspicious.
Lewisham gang of burglars?
What, the three Randalls?
Three Randalls?
Exactly. The father.
Oh,
and
I
two
was like,
sons.
that sounds
It's
like a
their
joke.
work. They stole a silver service, which is of great value.
Sir Eustace Brackenstall is dead, then?
Yes. His head was knocked in with his own poker.
A violent act of aggression.
Yes, the poor lady. She has had a most dreadful experience. She was assaulted and tied to a chair. But I think that you would best see her and hear her account of the facts. She's in the morning room with her maid to raise a right.
Where is the body of the
Yeah, where's the
deceased?
deceased? Is it already
In
at the
the
morgue?
dining room.
Oh,
We haven't touched anything.
okay.
All right, I'm going to examine it.
Very good, Watson.
It's in the dining room. The perfect place to feast upon the body. Hey, what's on the... Okay, well, let's go talk to the lady. Nice picture.
Baron Lyndon Brackenstall.
Back when he was not dead.
Sir Warthen Brackenstall.
Oh, wait, this all... Oh, hello?
Lord George Brackenstall.
Never mind. These are all other Brackenstall.
Lord Ramsay Brackenstall.
You know, I have...
Lady Brackenstall
Oops.
awaits you in the morning.
I have 0 pictures of, like, ancestors in my place. Does that make me weird?
Ladies, allow me to
Oh,
introduce myself.
oh.
My name is Sherlock Holmes.
Ma'am?
I'm assisting
Are you
Inspector
okay?
Lestrade in this investigation.
Mr. Holmes, I am the wife of Sir Eustace Brackenstall. We were married only a year ago.
Makes you feel poor and
I
common,
am
exactly.
sorry for your loss. Please accept
Also,
my
what
deepest
happened to your
condolences.
face? I know
I
you can't
suppose
just
it is
say
no
that,
use my
but
attempting to conceal that our marriage has not been a happy one. I
yeah.
fear that all would tell you that, even if I were to attempt to deny it.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you fell down the stairs. Sorry, that's awful. Oh, cool. I get to fully examine this woman's like fresh bruised face. But the other side's fine. Nose? Then what am I looking at? Brooch? Gold. Kangaroo. Australian? Oh, no. Elegant dress. Ring. Wedding ring. Yeah, well, that's... Come on, Holmes. We already knew about that. Oh, finger? Old bruises. Oh, no. No. This is sad. Wait, pale cheeks. I mean, either they're talking about the cheeks on her face, or they're talking about different kind of cheeks, but I don't think she's gonna pull down her pants. What happened last night? Yeah, give me,
Can
let
you
me know.
describe to me the events of yesterday evening?
I'm sorry I
Is
doubted
it
you.
really necessary? I have already told Inspector Lestrade all that
Well, I
happened.
want to hear it from you, though.
Yes, madam, it is.
It sounds
I
way
will tell
cooler
you.
when you say it.
Sir Eustace retired about 10:30. I sat in this room until after 11, absorbed in a book. Before I went upstairs, I entered the dining room to fetch a candle and, oh God,
What?
Please, go
Did
on.
he get mad?
as I approached the French window, I found myself face to face with an elderly, broad-shouldered man who had just stepped into the room. Close behind the first man, I saw two
Wait,
others.
wait. Oh, so
One of
did
them
they?
struck me a savage blow with his fist
Oh,
and
ow.
felled me unconscious. to
Okay,
the
I thought
ground.
your husband did that, but
And then?
When I came to myself, I found that they had secured me tightly to a dining room chair. It was at that instant my unfortunate husband entered the room.
He fought with the intruders?
Yes, I think he had heard them, for he was holding his stick. But they were 3, and he eventually succumbed. One of them, the elder one, struck him a terrible blow with the poker. I fainted once more. When I opened my eyes, they had withdrawn. Then my brave Teresa came to my assistance.
Okay. Is something missing?
Did these
I mean,
three
aside
villains
from your
steal
dead
anything?
husband?
Yes, I found that they had taken the silver from the sideboard, but you can see for yourself in the dining room.
Not a happy marriage.
You mentioned that your marriage was not a happy one. Was there anything specific that was troubling you?
He was not a nice man when he was drunk, and he suffered from dark moods, but nothing else.
Oh! Oh! Old bruises.
The bruises on your hands are at least 1 week old. Your husband caused those bruises?
Oh, do you? Yes, he did. He was very angry at the time. Out of control. Again. Sir
Again.
Eustace was a drunkard. To be tied to such a man for life is worse than death.
There's a lot of people with not great
Your ladyship?
marriages. Anyway, hello, maid. Teresa, I heard you helped. Are you, she's not sitting down, right? Is she just incredibly short? Oh yeah, she's just really short. Because I don't think that Sherlock was, oh my God, you're so small. Hello?
Teresa, I would like to hear your testimony.
Certainly, sir.
Okay, thank you. Last night.
As I sat by my bedroom window, I saw 3 men in the moonlight down by the lodge gate. But I thought nothing of it at the time. Oh, if I'd known.
And then?
And then
I went to bed, and it was more than an hour after that I heard my mistress scream. And down I ran, to find her tied to the chair and him on the floor with his head smashed.
Ooh.
That's all I know.
Okay. Let's take a look at this lady. Okay. Gray hair gonna be one. Oh. Wrinkles. Not a lot though, all things considered. Maid clothes. Oh, blood. Excuse me, why is that not a thing? She's definitely got blood. Resuscitation, carry. Okay. Yeah, blood? Coffee. Yes. Coffee. Hands. Working hands. Okay. Oh. Ooh, picture. Scratches.
These scratches are most definitely made by the picture frame.
Okay. What's behind a picture frame? A safe.
This is Sir Eustace's safe. There may be something important inside.
I wonder
must ask Lady Brackenstall to open it.
I wonder if she even has let's see. Hello, I'm sorry. I know you're not feeling great, but do you know how to open this? The safe.
Lady Brackenstall, could you open this wall safe?
No, it is my husband's safe. I do not know the combination.
Yeah, knew
We
it. I
have
knew
to
it.
open it.
I knew that. They never trust
Your
anybody, these
ladyship.
old men. Okay, maybe I can infer it from something else.
Let us try to open this safe.
Is it lockpicking time? I bet
This
it's
safe can be cracked. I only have to pay attention. The dial will vibrate when it is set to the correct number.
Yeah, like this one. Yeah. Wow, if it was this easy to crack a safe, I wouldn't be I wouldn't be driving for Uber. I'd be a steely man. Maybe that's not something I should admit on stream, but I mean, come on. If it was this easy, why wouldn't you rob from the rich and feed the poor? The poor being me. Hello? Wobbly? So I'm literally, I'm brute forcing this. Oh. Oh, it's a very subtle wobble compared to the other two. Hello. What you got in there? Money? Oh, there's some
Antique
guineas.
coins, possibly
Oh.
of value, but they're
Never mind.
scattered without care.
Okay. Medical report. Sir Eustace, your current physical and mental status of great concern. There are several signs of hepatic decompensation. The last time we met, your eyes were bloodshot and your skin was tinged with yellow. There's a particular odor from your breath that is common in those suffering from liver damage. Then there are the lung abscesses that we have discussed. The leg cramps you have described to me are caused by an alteration to the nervous system. An alteration? Analteration? Which in turn is caused by an excess of alcohol. Okay, that's less funny. That includes the tremors. The giant worms that cause earthquakes? Your liver seemed excessively hard at the time of your examination, which is a sign of evolving cirrhosis. There are also signs of ascites, fluid in the peritoneal cavity, which are evident with your swollen stomach. The pain beneath your left rib indicates a pancreatic malady, which may lead to fatal and fulminant pancreatitis. That sounds bad. Good night, GQ. Thank you for stopping by. Enjoy your rest. Sorry I started kind of late. Your excessive alcohol consumption lowers your self-control and heightens your aggression. I am available to help you with this problem. There are a number of treatment options. Well, I bet he didn't. Look at all this cash.
It is common practice to keep one's valuables in a safe behind a painting. It should not really pose a challenge for a criminal.
Yeah, so they weren't there for the money. Because that's a lot of money. I would have taken the money. I mean, come on. It's there. Hello. The money's still there.
Oh, what a horrible thing to have happened.
Okay, never mind. Time to go over here and talk to Lestrade. They didn't steal the money, bro. They would have stolen the money. His reputation.
What do you know about Sir Eustace, Inspector? What was his reputation?
A charming man when sober, but an absolute demon when he was drunk. In such moments, he was apparently capable of anything.
Anything terrible?
Once he splashed fuel on Lady Brackenstall's dog and set it alight.
What?
Another day, he threw a decanter of wine at Miss Wright's head.
What? That man lit a dog
The
on
alcohol
fire?
seemed to madden him.
To the point that we were forced to intervene several times to avoid a scandal.
Okay, so this man was an insane drunkard, but a chill guy otherwise. Oh! Oh! Oh!
You should examine the body of Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
Sure thing. I forgot that he was in here being all
The
murdered.
hunting scene.
This man loves his hunties. Bear, that thing, another thing, deer. Lots of horns, various horns of things. Maybe goat? I don't know if people hunt goats for sport. I mean, I guess you hunt anything for sport. That's a lot of broken crockery.
The hunting scene.
Not the hunting scene, the sideboard. The silverware.
An empty silverware box. It appears that the intruders have stolen the contents.
You know, it's kind of funny that we still call it silverware, even though most of our utensils are definitely not made out of silver. They made out of, I don't know, like nickel and stuff. I don't know. Let's see. What is most tableware made from? Is it nickel? No, not that. Well, when I say tableware, they thought that, silverware. In order to accurately classify something as silverware, there must be at least 92.5% silver. But, oh, what is most flatware? Okay, it's all stainless steel. I guess that makes sense, because stainless steel doesn't rust. Flatware is typically made from stainless steel, and the steel quality can vary. The grade of the steel is determined by the amount of nickel, and chromium. Yeah, I see. I wasn't wrong. I was just off. That reminds me that I need to get like a coffee and teaspoon, like a long spoon. So, oh man, why are bots talking to me on Instagram again? I hate when they do that. All right. Anyway, smashed crocker candlestick.
This candlestick is valuable. It is interesting that it was not also stolen.
Yeah.
These wine bottles are expensive and mostly from France.
Why did they take the silver? What was up with the silverware then? Anything else? I already checked that. I looked at like all the bottles of the stuff. Is that it? I guess that's it. Never mind, it's not it. What the hell am I missing in the sideboard then? Oh, empty
A
cell.
bottle of wine is missing here. The criminals did not thoroughly ransack the house. They only took a little silverware. So, Watson, what have you learned from examining Sir Eustace's body?
Yeah.
Well, I can confirm that the death was instant. Sir Eustace was facing his attacker when he received the blow to his head. There are no other apparent injuries.
That must be the murder weapon.
Guess it's bent. Head. Oh no. Wow, I feel like this thing would have been like bent a bit if, you know, you got hit that hard with it.
The head was cracked with the force of the blow.
What? What? What do you mean? What is that? Was it the spool thingy that you showed the other day or something else? His feet. Oh, stick.
Quite a large stick. A formidable weapon.
This guy looks like he's pretty... Feet! Nice feet. Show feet.
Barefoot. He had therefore been in bed and did not have time to fully dress.
Okay, well, he was fully dressed. He was dressed enough to have suspenders. Okay, what else? I already looked at his head. Oh, fireplace grate. Bloody.
It is covered in blood. Sir Eustace
spool dry,
might
okay.
have struck his head upon it while falling from the blow. That is one possible explanation.
Okay, well, cool. Oh, what are we looking at? Mantle. Oh, something missing? Or, what? Oh, piece of rope.
It appears that the bell rope was cut by someone taller than me.
Weird. Oh, so he couldn't ring the bell. Where's the rope, though?
A fur trader's cabin.
So it was way cheaper. Oh, yeah, true. I don't know if I'm going to get anything for Prime Day. Like, maybe... there are a couple of things I was looking at, but I'm also like, eh. Nothing, like, super important.
A deer hunt.
I was kind of thinking about getting another one of these, but, like, specifically for my camera. But I'm also like, how much am I going to record with the camera itself? Because the sound quality... Well, it's not bad. It's just... It's definitely not the best. But these... Like, the alphas and stuff, they're not really made for videography anyway. They're made for pictures more than anything. Although, I mean, it does a good job, at least. And do I have Prime? Oh, yeah, no. Prime only counts if you have Prime, huh? Prime Day. I forgot. I don't have Prime. So it doesn't matter anyway. I guess that would explain why I never got any emails from them.
This door leads to the upstairs bedrooms. Apparently, the criminals did not venture there.
Okay, so they killed him and left.
A fur trader's cabin.
I don't need Prime. Fuck Prime. Fuck Amazon. I say
A
as I
decanter
stream on
standing
Twitch.
next to the open bottle. An inseparable pair indeed.
Glass.
There is beeswing at the bottom, as if the wine had not been decanted before being poured.
Bee swing. What? What the hell is bee swing?
This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing.
What is... What?
This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing. It is rather strange that only
It
one
brought
of
up a
these
song.
glasses has dregs of beeswing inside it, while the other two are clear.
Wait, beeswing. Wine. Filmy translucent crust. I don't want crust in my wine. Wine should not have a crust. Beeswing refers to a filmy translucent crust that forms in port and other old wines after long keeping in the bottle. It is a light, flaky deposit found in such wines. Beeswing is a term associated with wine aging and is not a type of wine itself. Well, yeah, I know, but I've never seen it. I guess because I don't have old, crazy wine. Now you just need to support giant emotes and glowing messages. Wait, what? Oh, so they updated and the API, like, screwed things up? Wine bottle.
Chateau Calon Ségur, French wine, Grand Cru.
Grand Cru. Okay, cool. One of them has beeswing and the other two don't. French window. Open. Ooh, garden time. Fancy. Well, oh no, this is a very large area. Oh, what's over here? It's a well. Glowing messages? Oh, giant emotes. I don't even... Man. Is that like a channel point thing or something? I don't remember. So much stuff. And the hype train stuff and all that. I just didn't have any support for the new... Oh, okay. Oh, hello. You look familiar. Well, okay. I was like, oh, big area, but there's a whole lot of nothing here. Guess this is the front gate. Oops. I don't want to leave yet. Oh, yeah. This is quite the estate. Jesus. Oh, okay. Well. So, oh, there's the thing. The rope. The bell rope. Oh, he used it.
Sailor's knots. That's interesting.
He used it to tie them to the train. Okay.
Murderers. We need a scent hound to follow their trail.
Scent hound?
I will take it with me.
Go find Toby. What do you mean go find Toby? Toby's at home. Toby doesn't leave. Toby just there. Okay, I guess it's time to head to, oh God. There are witnesses who identify the criminals, the notorious Randall gang. They have bits exclusive for team. Yeah, and I noticed, like, I was looking at some of the alert stuff. It is nice because you can upload WebM, like you can do with other stuff. I might look for some, like, WebM files or make some out of GIFs. Because the nice thing about WebM files is I think WebM files can have the audio included. They're basically like GIFs that can also have sound. Yeah. Like if you look, the stuff is WebM, so. Dead body. Fireplace grate. Knotted rope. Bent poker. Death of Sir Eustace could have been due to a poker blow, but also could have been due to the fireplace grate. Isn't WebM also higher quality? I feel like, well, GIFs can be kind of high quality, but they're usually fairly limited. They usually look like ass, honestly. Inspector's tale. Through a decanter. Violent behavior. Inspector's tale. This man sucked. Sir Eustace was violent towards his wife. Yeah, obviously. Better off. Oh, okay. Two glasses, glass with beeswing. There were 3 people drinking wine out of the glasses. One of the 3 probably prefers wine with beeswing. 2 people drinking wine out of these glasses. The remaining glass with the beeswing consisted solely of the dregs. I'm gonna say 3 people. Why not? Poker blow. Okay, well that doesn't do anything. Knotted rope. Criminals identified. But are they sailors? He said it was a sailor's knot. Do.
I've searched outside for footprints without any luck.
How? There were 3 men. How did you miss the 3 men? Hi. Da, 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 da. 3 glasses on the table.
There are 3 glasses on the dining room table. I was wondering if...
Oh, I forgot. When I came to myself the first time, each of them had a glass in his hand. They might have been a father and his 2 sons. They talked together in whispers, and then they left.
Your ladyship?
Okay. Teresa? History of violence.
Sir Eustace's doctor speaks of his violent behavior.
Yes, Sir Eustace was an extremely violent man. A detestable human being, to be more precise. It is true that he once threw a decanter at me, and all because I dared to stand up to him in defence of my mistress. Sly devil. God forgive me that I should speak of him so now that he's dead. But a devil he was, if ever one walked the earth.
Okay, I get
We
it.
met him only 18 months ago.
Oh, really?
She'd only just arrived in London. Yes, it was her first voyage. She'd never been from home before.
Okay, so you've been her
One
maid
with
for a
his
while.
Title and his money and his false London ways. If she made a mistake, she has paid for it, if ever a woman did. She doesn't have any friends here, so it was specially hard for her.
Okay. So, maid definitely has no love for this man. Maybe the maid did it. Maybe the maid set all this up.
I've searched outside for footprints without any luck.
Okay. Wait, where am I going?
The death was instant.
Dang. Well, that's good, I guess. So he said he didn't find any footprints. I gotta keep an eye out too whenever the little, like, my little... Oh, hello?
Lord Brigham Brackenstall. The Brackenstall family seems rather austere.
All of them have, like, the red under eye stuff going on. Okay, so they didn't take the money. Oh, there's a small table. I didn't... Wow. Photograph. Look at this photograph. It's
This
Teresa.
photograph of
Yeah.
Lady Brackenstall and her maid Teresa was taken at a port, but which one?
I don't know. Could we tell from maybe the back? Yeah. Yeah. Excuse me, I'm just taking this out. Don't worry. Bro. Rock of Gibraltar. Adelaide, 1893.
So the lady and her maid came from Australia a year
Oh
and a
yeah,
half
because she had an
ago on this
Australian
ship.
like thingy. Oops, well, thank you for that. Hope you don't mind. I'm taking your memories. Am I gonna talk to her about it?
Oh, what a horrible
How about
thing
you?
to...
Please leave my men.
Okay. I guess we're going to the port? I can't go to the port. Talking to Lestrade?
I've searched outside for footprints.
This house
Watson?
feels rather
What am I supposed to do now? Okay, from Australia. No personal life. Oh no, she was married. Okay, and remained at home during that time. There's a little possibility that she or her maid are acquainted with anyone in this country. Okay, yeah, let's put that. But I could also be wrong. Making assumptions really early on is a terrible thing. Oh, hello?
Antique hunting weapons.
You did like hunting. Oh, lady.
A trapper's hut. A trapper's hut.
Okay, well, 2 trapper hut. Got it. Oh, duh. I already forgot. Toby. Gotta go to Baker Street. Get the dog to sniff my rope. Higher quality and fire some smaller files. Yeah, and can have media controls. Yeah. Because, I mean, you can pause and play GIFs, but WebM is kind of like an all... Because it's like a little media player type thing. I mean, maybe GIFs can have sounds too? I'm not sure. But, yeah. No, I don't want that. Friggin' stupid... Sorry, I keep getting, like, messages from my credit card, but they're like, you earned this increase. And I'm like, I don't want more debt. Thank you. I'm good. Okay. So we're here. Watson Silver. Toby! Take Toby!
Come on, Toby. We need the best nose in the British Empire on this case.
Burp! Okay. So we got to... Oh, wait! Examine rope.
Let us see how the rope was cut. The fibers at the end of the
Very
rope
smooth.
are smoothly cut.
So either scissors or a knife.
Let us try to find out what tool was used to cut the rope.
Was it a little
The
frayed?
fibers from this cut appear to be different.
Okay, yeah, it's a little frayed. So a knife.
If I
Knife!
cut the rope with a knife, it matches the original.
It's a good thing that's a sharp knife. Okay. Okay. So I already talked. Okay, so Toby. So I matched the knife. Okay. I have the scent of the intruder. Yeah, well. Investigate the room where Lady Brackenstall is resting. Inspect the crime scene in the dining room. Collect Toby from Baker Street and follow the scent trail. What do you mean collect? I collected him.
I agree with you, Toby, that Watson's shoe is preferable to Mrs. Hudson's cold cuts.
Oh, no. Are you saying that Mrs. Hudson is a bad cook? Okay. Oh, I guess maybe do I go to Abbey Grange with it and then follow them from? I guess that would make more sense to follow the scent from there, because the scent wouldn't be here. Look, it's Toby. Toby gets to sit on the seat like a person.
Search, Toby.
Yeah, search. Oh, well, I'm a dog. So fast. Oh wait, how do I color smell? Yes! Do my bidding. Open the door. Follow the green smelly. Oh! Sniff the shed.
The intruders entered the shed for some reason when they were making off with the silverware.
Did they hide the silverware in the shed? Okay, well. But now they went this way. Follow the green. Oh, the well. The well? Did they drop something in the well?
The scent leads to the well. I should check it.
Okay, we'll check the well. It is kind of nice that that's what opens up some stuff, because I guess usually you wouldn't really think to look in the well, because you're like, why would? Oh, they climbed the wall. Sniff wall.
The intruder's trail is lost behind this wall. The criminals left the house through the French window. They walked to the shed, then across to the well, before fleeing by climbing over the wall. I wonder why they chose such a winding route.
Oh, boy. I'm sorry, if you're a digital artist on Instagram and you have the exact same shit as everybody else, I'm gonna block you, because I got a message from somebody and they were just like, hey, how are you? And I know they were gonna be like, hey, do you do stuff for... No, I can draw my own shitty stuff for my own channel. In fact, I actually have to draw today's art prompt, which I think is gonna be potions. Isn't gonna make a lot of sense to everybody who watches this video later, because it'll probably not be October anymore by the time Oh, wait, why are you barking?
Brave Toby. The best nose in the...
Yeah. Let's check the well. Open the well. Inside well. Is that silverware?
There's something glittering at the bottom there, but how can I reach it?
With the bucket? Perhaps? You know. Oh.
I need a hook.
I need a hook. Windlass?
If only I had something with which I could...
Huh. Maybe I'll find something in the shed. Go check the shed. Oop-a-doop-a-doop.
This hook might be useful.
So that's why they needed the hook.
Small gardening tools, nothing of great interest. Bags of seed. Some empty bags were recently moved.
Okay. Is there anything behind the bags? Oh.
This old suitcase sounds hollow. It must be empty.
Oh, okay. Well, that's it. Look.
There's something glittering.
Okay. Hook. Up, 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 up. Gink. Use the windlass to grab the bag of silverware. I think.
Silverware.
Well, that's a big.
This is hardly a coincidence.
That's a big fork. That is a large fork. Is there some? Oh! Coat of arms.
The Brackenstall coat of arms. It appears that we have found the stolen silverware.
Check the suspicious places found by Tony completed. Okay. I found your silverware. But we haven't figured out why that man's dead. Hi. I have the stolen silverware. I wasn't the one who stole it.
I have recovered the stolen silverware.
You are a wizard, Mr. Holmes. And where is it?
Right here.
In the garden well.
Wait.
Excuse me?
Unique, isn't it?
Rather absurd. What is the point of stealing silverware and then throwing it down into a well?
Perhaps it was used as a temporary hiding place, or simply the thieves wanted to get rid of it. It is up to us to solve this mystery.
Well, I think there's still stuff that I could get in the room. I have to inspect her room more. Oh, another table with another letter or newspaper. Family business booming. The Randall gang is back on the street. Less than a fortnight ago, this infamous family of burglars, the Randalls as they are known, made their reappearance by way of a brutal but successful intrusion into one of the wealthier homes in Sydenham. The police are already on their trail. However, the details of the crime are being kept confidential, including that of the name of the victim. A witness was able to provide a precise description of all three men, and this will surely give the police a chance to complete their profile of this family of delinquents. We would take the liberty of reminding our esteemed readers about this highly dangerous band, and to provide the full description as it is available at this moment. The gang has been in business for some considerable time, being a family of three, a father and two sons. The elder, Jack Randall, a man in his 40s, is already gray-haired, while of average height and build. Being the mastermind behind the burglaries, he retains control over his sons, both of whom are close in age but very different in appearance. The first son, William Randall, is a tall and broad-shouldered with a small, disproportionate head. Wow. The younger brother, Melvin Randall, is of a somewhat weaker constitution and is as skinny as a rake. The gang is wanted not only for their frequent thefts and break-ins, but for the exceptionally brutal pirate career they enjoyed before returning to England. Be alert, and may your valuables stay safe.
The description of the Randall gang provided by Lady Brackenstall is identical to the one in the Times article.
Mm-hmm. Knotted rope. Randalls are well known. Criminals identified. Okay. Randalls. Silverware found. Sharp knife. Knotted rope. Criminals identified. Okay, so they never actually stole it. Oh. Or they did, but they didn't get away with it. That can indicate their intruder had a sailor's background. Yeah. So are the Randalls sailors? Silver was not supposed to be found. I'm gonna say imitated robbery. And we'll say it's 2 people instead of 3. Robbery was faked and the whole story invented to blame Sir Eustace's death on the Randalls. Ah! Domestic violence. Sir Eustace was murdered by one person who was visiting that night. It was he who tied up Lady Brackenstall. He is tall and strong. Okay. Uh-oh. Acquainted with a sailor. Oh, she might be. Acquainted with a sailor. Why is that? Oh, God. Uh-oh. Look for sailor. The person... Oh, so maybe it was another crime of passion. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Uh-oh. Things are getting heated up in here. Hello, did you know a sailor? You know any sailors? Oh, loading. Your silverware has been found.
We
I'm
found
sure
your
that makes you
silverware,
happy.
Lady Brackenstall. It had not been taken very far.
Is that true? I am very thankful to you, Mr. Holmes.
I mean, considering how her husband was, I guess,
Your ladyship?
your ladyship. Oh, hello? Maybe I talked to her about possible sailor friend? Unless the sailor friend is actually Teresa Sailor. Silverware. Never
We
mind.
found your mistress's silverware.
Cool.
Oh, that's good news. You really are as clever as they say.
Thanks.
Indeed.
Well, I mean, that's, yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay. Did I get everything in the room? Okay, I already, yeah. Investigate the crime scene in the dining room. Search for possible sailor suspects. Okay. Wait, so is there a new map place? Nope. That makes it a lot harder to search for sailors, but... Wait, where's the Strahd? Oh, he's at the window. Okay, glass, chair.
This is the chair that Lady Brackenstall was tied to.
Okay, cool. Wow. Whoa, that was it. I just didn't inspect the chair the second time. What the hell? Oh, search Rock of Gibraltar. Okay. I think we're going to do that really quick, and then that'll probably be the end of stream, to be perfectly honest. No, it's not a very long one, but I don't know. I was very tired. Even though I took the weekend off and all that, which I'm trying to be better about. It is a Monday. Plus, I need to draw today's thing, and I gotta upload that to, like, TikTok and all the different places and all. Or also at YouTube, where you can find things like the Monday Manifest and stuff. Always check that out, too. I'm glad that I'll have to see the next time it puts something up, but I did sign up for a service that has it so Discord and my Facebook have the videos automatically posted on there, which is nice. If I wanted more things, I'd have to pay for Pro, and I'm like, I don't want to pay for that. If I was making a bunch of money off of this, maybe I'd pay for more like other features, but no. New English Art Club. Wait, encyclopedias? Maybe the Rock of Gibraltar? Would that be an encyclopedia? Research. Oh, chemistry. Newspapers. Immigration?
My search must be
Not
focused upon
immigration.
the ship's name and year of voyage.
1893. Oh, Rock of Gibraltar's arrival. Arrival of the Rock of Gibraltar. A ship returned. The Rock of Gibraltar, a bulk carrier from the Adelaide, Southampton, London line, Cunard Building, James Street, London, has returned from a 6-month voyage through India, New Zealand, and Australia. The ship brought to England Miss Mary Fraser, the heiress of the Fraser family, owning land in tin mines in Australia. Oh. This reportedly beautiful young lady, I mean, she is pretty attractive, is presently engaged to Sir Eustace Brackenstall, one of the wealthiest gentlemen in Kent.
Here it is.
Cool. Okay, what did we learn, Sherlock? You're about to have an epiphany, I think.
The shipping company, the Adelaide, Southampton, London line, and its address. Interesting. It must be the place where they keep the records, including the one for the crew of the Rock of Gibraltar.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard, they'll give it to you without any problems.
But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
Even if Lady Brackenstall was unfaithful to her husband with like some freaking sailor man, and the sailor man killed her husband, I wouldn't be that mad or really condemn her over it, because he was a very mean drunk man to her, and you know what? She deserves the best. Also, what am I doing? Whoa, is that? Oh, that's a coat. Also, I need to call Wiggins, because we need to have Wiggins look for a sailor. Come here, Wiggins. You were off today, so you've been chilling? Nice. I'm doing all right. It was a little bit of a stressful day for me. Totally of my own doing.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
Unfortunately. Wait, you can take your little tinker toy with. It's okay. So I ended up ending my work day. Well, I'm going to go back out and probably work later tonight.
I need a register,
But,
my young friend.
wait, I'll wait until he's
If you
done
could
talking.
Borrow it. There will be half a guinea for every one of you. I need the crew list of the Rock of Gibraltar in 1893 and their current employment.
I'm straight on it, Mr. Holmes.
Do you really think they'll find it, Holmes?
My secret police is better than the Yard in many ways.
They'll never suspect a child. It's a Poirot episode, basically.
Here it is, Mr. Holmes. But we can't take it back. It's too risky.
Put it on the table. I'll take care of it. Good work, young Wiggins.
Here's your guineas. Yeah, I do Uber for a living. So I can just kind of choose whenever. I usually like working in the morning just so I have the rest of the day freed up. Unfortunately, today I thought I had brought my wallet with me. Usually what I have is I have like a little camera tote bag that I take with to like bring extra stuff. And I usually put my wallet in it, especially since you can't see it, but right now I'm wearing basketball shorts. And I don't really trust having too much stuff in the pockets of basketball shorts because they tend to slip out. So my brain thought that I had put my wallet in my tote bag. And I wasn't really that far out. I'd only been driving for an hour and a half or so. And
This list
but I got to the point where I really needed gas.
The Rock of Gibraltar,
And,
on which Lady Brackenstall and her maid
I checked my
made
little
their
tote
voyage.
bag, and my
Lady
wallet's not in the
Brackenstall does
tote
not
bag,
know
and the
anyone
section
in
I
England.
usually put it in
This
is
must
open,
mean
and
that
so my
someone on
brain
this
is like,
list is our mysterious visitor.
my fucking wallet fell out of my tote bag
And
at
these are
some
the lists
point
of
during the
senior
day, and I
officers
don't know
of
where the fuck it
Adelaide,
is,
Southampton,
you know?
London Line ships.
So I was
Let
like
us find
freaking out.
who
Thankfully,
was
I
in
could
London upon November
I could
the
get gas
7th.
by just using like the, tap pay on my phone. But I ended up like, coming home, and being like, and it turns out my wallet was just on my desk. But, when you get it in your head that you're like, oh, fuck, I know I put it in here and now it's not here. And where the hell could it be? Did it fall out like walking to the car or doing this or doing that? So I got home and I had like that stress, like, like pit in your stomach. And I was like, we're going to chill. This isn't a usual stream day. But I was like, I feel like I'm pretty awake and aware right now. I feel like doing this and relaxing for a bit. And then when I finish up stream, I'm sure I'll be ready for like a second like chunk of driving. Yeah, no, especially like, people are like, don't put all your eggs in one basket. I only have the one wallet. My wallet has all my cards in it, has my ID in it, or my driver's license, And it's just, of course, it's convenient to keep it all together, especially since I could need it at any moment, when I'm driving around. And I was just like, oh, God, I'm going to have to, like, freeze all these cards and do all of this. And then I get home and I'm like, okay, it's right there. Well, we'll just chill. So, yeah. That's why, like, right now I'm just like, oh, okay, we're just going to play game. Everything's fine. We got to figure out who killed Mr. Brackenstall. Senior. Oh, my God, this is a lot of pages. Murder date, 7th November, 1894. What? Murder date? Oh, is it 1894? I guess it is. I don't know. Okay. Rock of Gibraltar. Mr. Charles W. Chill? Jack Crocker, Henry Southward, Ernest J. Woods, Thomas Walker, Herbert Whittington. That's a lot of W names. William Partridge, departure from Adelaide, Australia on March 16th, 1893. Arrival in London, England on May 23rd, 1893. Okay, so we got to find out the guy who was... Okay, not this.
I do not think that this sailor
Oops.
has any connection to the case.
Well, I wasn't... I'm sorry. I was trying to... New page, please. 94, 95, 94, 90... Oh, are they just... I thought... Oh, wait, I gotta find somebody whose name matches. Okay, Guy Talcott. Oh, Henry Southward.
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved.
Darn it, what? Oh, murder date, 7th November, 18... Oh, well, that's good at least. January 20th, 1895. 1895. Wait, so do any of these? Like, do I just have to rule out one... November 12th. Jeez.
This officer is still at sea.
Wait, is this the...
therefore he
I
cannot
think
be
that's the
involved.
exact same one. My poor brain. Archibald. But you work as a totally different thing. It's... I mean, honestly, in terms of just, like, freedom and everything like that, it's great. It's a very mixed bag when it comes to the actual work, just because the way that Uber decides like fares and stuff is really weird. So sometimes you can make like, and I kind of try to look at it as making like $1 per mile. Like if I can like evenly make like $1 per mile, then I feel like I'm doing very, very good. If I make like down to 50 cents per mile, then I'm like, that's way too low, And they have like reservations where you tend to make more money overall because there's a reservation fee and all that. But like money wise, I make about $20 to $30 an hour, which isn't terrible. It's not the best, but for where I live, it works. But it like rides just, and so far, thankfully, in the past couple of weeks, like everybody's been really stellar. Lots of really chill people. If they don't want to talk, they don't talk. I haven't really had anybody in a bad mood, or if they were in a bad mood, they were just quiet rather than like being shitty. It's kind of a mixed bag, really. And that's also why I kind of like working earlier, because most people early in the morning just want to go to work, or they're just going to the airport, and they're just there chilling. We get them where they need to go. I'm like, have a good one, and they're like, thank you, and then that's it. But it's definitely way better than any retail I've worked on or worked.
He wasn't in London at the time of the crime.
Okay, well, who was there then? Jesus. But yeah, overall, it's not bad. The only real downside to it is since I use my own personal vehicle, it does put a lot. It does put a lot of miles on there real quick.
That sailed half a month ago. He wasn't in London at the time of the crime.
Okay, so basically, we're just. So what we're doing.
I don't think that this sailor has any connection to the case.
Oh, Herbert Hockett. God, why do we gotta have multiple Herberts? So at this point, all we're doing is crossing out names so we can figure out the one guy who was still here. Oh. Jack Crocker, he was captain.
Mr. Jack Crocker was in London upon the date of the crime, and he is due to depart in 2 days.
So and you have 3-year yeah. And yeah, look, I don't want to shit on anybody that has gone to college, because college can definitely help you get a career, but the way that they frame college is bullshit, because they basically are like, if you go to college, then you will definitely 100% be set for life. And that's just not true. And also, getting a job, even after going to college, is hard as fuck unless you have, connections, really. Or you've already kind of started in something while you were in college, and then you can make, a move in that company. Oh, are you in? Oh, wait, Son of Oak, aren't you? Oh, God. You're like Sweden. I was like, oh, Ellie. And I was like, wait, are you connected to Ellie somehow? I can't remember. As Ellie is other Swedish friend. And you don't think so? Okay, never mind. I mean, I know not all Swedes know each other, but sometimes you're just like, maybe that's how you got here. But yeah, the job market in Sweden is apparently not great, even with a college degree. She was working as a server in a hotel restaurant for a bit before she got the current job where she's doing, I think she's a teacher's aide. And technically she was in Japan, being a teacher's aide and all that for language and all that. But a lot of times, you get your degree, but it's really hard to get into the specific field you were going for. Or like you said, the wages, that's what pisses me off. I live in Houston, Texas, which is a very big, medical center, really. And I say this just because, we've got a lot of huge name hospitals in, downtown. There's literally, medical center, which is a bunch of big name hospitals, and we have so many medical area like hospitals and clinics and things just around Houston. And a lot of the nurses and other people I picked up, they really don't make that much money, even though everybody's always like, well, nurses are one of the most important jobs to have, especially, post COVID and all that. But they don't want to fucking pay anybody any goddamn money. So it's like, why? It's like, wow, I'm glad that we're so important that you guys keep our pay exactly the same all the time. But in your work, oh, that is true. I mean, oh God, I feel like this sounds terrible, but I feel like there's kind of a decent turnover rate just because people are either moving to other hospitals or lateral moves within the company or just trying to find other places. Again, I really gotta find Thomas Walker, James Crocker, John Foxton Hall, Herbert Whittington.
This officer is still at sea.
He's still at sea.
Therefore, he cannot be involved.
And he's been at sea for a while. Okay, so we gotta find Ernest and Thomas. Oh, Junior. Wait, Junior?
This officer is still at sea.
But he didn't have a junior.
He cannot be involved.
Thomas Walker? Thomas? Doesn't make any sense, but even after, yeah, no, you know, that was one of the things that pissed me off the most is they were like, okay, so nurses, like people who work at grocery stores, people who work at fast food or restaurants, these are all essential workers. So do your best. And then afterwards, they were just kind of like, all they did were they're like, thank you for your service. We're not going to do anything else to make your lives any better. It's just like, awesome. Thanks. Sure that these people put their lives on the line just to be like, hey, thanks for doing that, but you're literally getting no benefits.
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved.
You know, which is
Captain Jack Crocker is
not
our
fun.
mysterious visitor. He was the only one around at the time of the murder.
Okay, so we gotta find Mr. Jack Crocker. Oh, whoop. Did I say call Crocker? We're calling him? Oh, we're loading. Are we?
This Crocker.
Oh.
Do you think?
It would be interesting to meet him. Our young friend should be able to
Oh,
find
that's not
him.
great. Oh, yeah. Well, and I know, I don't know. I have a question for you, Oak. Have you lived in Sweden your whole life? Like, are you a native Swede, I should say, or? Because I know Ellie Ellie doesn't really like Sweden. But she's also lived there pretty much all of her life. But I don't know if it's funny because a lot of Americans are like, we want to go to Sweden, and she's just like, don't do it. Like, it's a trap. And it's just like, oh man. But I think she also lived oh god, in I already forgot where she lived. She lived in kind of a very small outlying town. Now she lives a little bit closer to like Stockholm, where there's, you know, a lot more going on. What the hell? Do I have it? Did it say telephone? Do I have a telephone? I'm confused. I don't want to look at the lady across the way. I mean, granted, I've lived in Texas all my life, and I'm like, if I could, if I didn't have like friends and all that here, what am I doing? I'm just walking around my house. You think you're very spoiled in Sweden? I mean, I know there are like definitely good things. Like, she was telling me about the fact that you guys kind of get like a certain amount of money going through like regular schooling that goes towards like your college and further education, which I thought was really cool. That doesn't that doesn't happen here in America. There's stuff that's negative. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah. Oh, hi, Wiggins. Oh, wait, I just had to talk to Wiggins again. Maybe he has to find Captain Jack Man. Jack Crack. I already forgot his name.
Wiggins, could you find a
Crocker.
way to bring this Captain Crocker here to us?
Here? Holmes, that could be dangerous.
No problem, Mr. Holmes.
Thanks, Wiggins. Sometime later. Yeah, and I think that's the thing. It's kind of like Japan. Like, even though Ellie lived in Japan for a couple of years, she was like, yeah, no,
Mr.
people have
Holmes,
like a very idealistic
informed
view of
that
it,
you
but
were
there's definitely
looking
things that
for
are
me,
wrong
and
with it
I'd
too.
like to know why.
Oh, hi, sir. Nice
Yes,
beard.
it is important that we talk. You will soon understand why.
I want to look. Hey, jaunty hat. Stern. Oh, clear look. Honest. Dang. I want to look at his hat. Am I gonna look at his seafaring beard? Hat. Oh, no hat. Strong build. Well, he's a big sailor, man. I think you kind of have to have a strong build as a sailor. Rough hands. Usually hands is a thing. Hands? No hands? We found a Sweden overall. Well, that's good. I mean, oh, thanks for the crotch shot. What the hell am I supposed to be looking at? Wait. Knife? What? Did it light up? Okay, I thought it... What's wrong with his pants? Dirty pants? I really don't want to be circling over this man's crotch. I need to know what's going on. Knife? Knife? Oh, pocket? Jacket splotches? Clean? Okay. Oh yeah, which is great. I'm really hoping that we can get something newspaper ink, something like that going here in America. But a lot of people are like, "But that's communism," and it's like, no, clean boots. Where's his knife? Oh God, I'm sorry if you can hear that. They're doing they're doing yard work outside. So that's a leaf blower. Oh, no, wait, knife? No, knife! Sea knife. Sharp sea knife, probably. Yeah, I think the only thing that Ellie says that sucks about the free healthcare is the fact that it can get a bit backed up, but it's still like, well, but you're still like pay very little for things, you know, or nothing if
Are you not?
in most
Yes,
cases.
I think I do remember her from when I was first officer, but I still don't see...
It seems your relationship went beyond that of mere passenger and first officer.
How dare you?
Oh, please don't hurt
Indeed,
me.
how reckless a feeling is love, particularly if one
Whoa!
is prepared to commit a murder in its name.
Explain yourself this instant.
You are aware that the murder made the headlines of the morning press. You read the newspaper
Oh,
report,
jeez,
but to
that's
your dismay,
really good.
found it much fabricated. Once you learned that I wanted to see you, you came straight away. You needed to know what I had found.
You... and what do you know?
That evening, you were with Lady Brackenstall.
Oh, was he?
despite the
Oh,
danger.
I'm not afraid, Mr. Holmes. Besides, all of this is just guesswork.
You would be right if
there was no evidence.
evidence.
What then?
You tied her up.
Lady Brackenstall was tied to a chair on the night of the murder. And it was you who tied her up.
Because you're a sailor and you tie
call that
knots.
evidence?
Sailor's knots.
Yes, as she was tied with a sailor's knot. Your handiwork.
So, it's a sailor who's done it. That proves nothing, Mr. Holmes. I'm not the only sailor in London right now.
Uh-huh.
Your theory is flawed anyway. On the night of the murder, I was aboard the Sharp. I was supervising the repair of a porthole.
At night.
It was an emergency. There was a leak. You can ask the ship's carpenter. He can confirm.
I'm sure
that
he
can.
can. Yeah.
Perfect. In that case, we have nothing more to talk about. Good evening, gentlemen.
Look, Holmes, I don't want to piss this guy off. He looks like he could, like, compress us into a
Holmes,
little cube.
What should we do now? Would you like to check his alibi?
No, there is no doubt that these men will testify in his favor.
Especially if he
and
is the
there will be
captain.
no
Yeah,
way
there's
to
a
check.
they probably trust him
So
too much.
What then?
So, we must work with what we have. We have all the puzzle pieces.
Wait, do we? We do?
Now I understand why you dissected the bell rope.
Yeah. Wait, is this the end of the case already? Did we do it? Okay. Crocker is lying. His involvement is clear. He appeared as soon as he heard that I was looking for him, thus signaling his guilt. Captain Crocker was aboard the Sharp on the night of the murder. He was not afraid to confront me. He had a confident demeanor. Oh, man. You know what? I kind of wanna... Yeah. And you know that medicine in America is a joke. Most people do. It's really funny because I'm just like, man. I mean, I live in America, but I don't understand how people can have so much pride when there's just so many flaws. And I don't know. And then people are like, well, if you don't say you're proud of it, you're not a true patriot. And I'm like, considering like the implication of the word patriot now, I don't know if I want to be one of those. It's just not. It's a bad scene. You're welcome to come to Sweden. I would be totally fine with that. Ellie would probably be like, why? Why are you here? But you know what, guys? Okay. Well, I guess we already have this case was a lot shorter than I thought. I think even if Crocker did do it, I think we're gonna do this. We're gonna say that it was the Randall brothers or the Randalls 3. Because I feel like even if this was a crime of passion and Mrs. Bracken lady, even if she was having a tryst with this sailor man, he seems like he's a way cooler guy than her ex-husband. So yeah, we'll say it's 3 people. And then we have to change that. Not irritated. They dumped the silverware. Blame the Randalls. Wait. Oh, Randall gang. Woo! The Randalls are guilty. Acquainted with sailor, domestic violence, sailor background. Sir Eustace was murdered by the Randall gang. Robbery is confirmed as the motive of the crime. Case is too simple for you. Take this opportunity to give all the credit to your friend Lestrade. Your name will not appear in the press. Trump the police. The speed in which you resolve this thorny problem is indicative of genius. The police, naturally, only demonstrated their incompetence. Wow. I'm liking it so far. This case, it's very strange because the previous case was so much more like complicated. This case was pretty straight. Well, I guess these are all moralistic choices. So there's always like 2 to 3 ways that you can figure out the case. What if I say no acquaintance? Okay, so what if I say acquainted with sailor? It doesn't matter anyway. Thank you. I do my best. Yesterday I was very low energy, partially because I had worked in the morning and then I took a nap and I overslept and then I got on and I was like, okay guys, it's time for Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishment. And then I did it for 2 hours and I was like, I need to like lay down again. But on the days that I'm feeling on, as it were, I like to think that I have pretty good energy. And this game hasn't been like annoying me like some other games do. I try not to complain too much, but I am a man of little patience, especially when I'm streaming something. So yeah. Well, I'm glad. There's definitely, I always feel so bad because if you ever go to my YouTube, it has all like my previous stuff, basically. There's definitely some games where I'm like this. I'm like, this is good. We're having fun. Everything's great. And then there's other games where I'm cursing ever being alive or dealing with a game's bullshit. And it's a very polarizing experience. I've tried to tone it down, but there's definitely times where I'm just like, I can't deal with this. I've just got to let it out. You know? Oh, man. And it's funny because I was talking about that before on one of my Monday Manifests, which is like a podcasty type thing I do each week, talking about games that I've played and my thoughts on them. And I need to do one on Tears of the Kingdom, which overall, I loved Tears of the Kingdom. But I was like, if you watch the YouTube videos of me going through Tears of the Kingdom for the first time, there's a possibility you might think that I absolutely hate that game because of how mad I get, but I'm just frustrated because I suck. Because, I mean, there's a lot of times where I get annoyed at a game, and it's not me, like, hating on the game. It's just me being like, I really should be better at this, or being annoyed at, like, making not much progress, you know? But it's hard to tell in the moment because I'm just mad, and I'm just like, fuck this, fuck everything that it ever stood for. Okay, we're gonna condemn the Randalls, and we're gonna give this case to Lestrade. So he can look really cool for his superiors. Because we like our boy Lestrade. He's a nice sidekick man. Continue. Okay, it is time to finger the criminals. Actually, wait, but do we even know where the Randall gang is? Are we actually going to see the Randalls? Because it's a dad and 2 sons. And they were pirates for a bit, so they would know how to do sailor's
Well,
knots.
Inspector, this case proved to be a simple one after all.
You think it's the Randall gang, then?
Yes,
I'll put my men on it straight away.
Yeah.
I'll leave that to you, Inspector. After all, you have handled this matter quite brilliantly.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Holmes.
He-
I do appreciate it.
Man, it's great hearing that, and like I'm pretty sure Lestrade was like actually proud, but we can tell that Sherlock was just kind of like, man, this shit fucking sucks. Here you go. You did great. Yeah, this is my first Sherlock game. I played a bunch of other like mystery type games. I've played a couple of Poirot games, which I really like Poirot. I've been watching the show with friends every weekend. I saw this one because I have this one, and then I also have because it came as a bundle. There was the Sinking City, Crimes and Punishments, and this one, The Devil's Daughter. And I saw that this one came out a couple of years before The Devil's Daughter. So I was like, okay, I would assume that means this comes before it. So I'm doing this one first, and then I'm definitely going to do The Devil's Daughter. Because I had run out of Poirot games, and I was like, oh man, I kind of want to do more mystery game. And then I saw this one, The Devil's Daughter, and The Sinking City for like $10 for those 3 games. And it's like, this bundle's usually like $80 to $90. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'm going to download this. And really the only thing that I don't like about it on the Switch is the loading times are a little long, but like even in the scheme of things, they're not that bad. Oh yeah, for sure. I was like, for 3 mystery games that I will definitely play on stream, hell yeah. Okay, so Sir Eustace was murdered by the Randall gang. Robbery is confirmed as the motive of the crime and proved by the testimony of Lady Brackenstall. The case appeared to be too simple for you. You have decided to take the opportunity to give all of the credit to your friend Lestrade. Accept decision. Yes. I'm just. Hell yeah.